or right foot forward, for some reason they like to block. They like to duck everything. So that's definitely going to be something to like Hwoarang check your opponents. Again, that's a bad example now, because this has too much pushback now. But like, say you do down back 4, and they actually know to duck, you're down 2, or you're down 3. You know, then you can start doing your down forward 4, just to kind of get them away from you. And your next one is going to be your back 3. A lot of people try to say not to use this one, and I understand that it's probably the most punishable frame data wise out of all of his right flamingo stances. But this is no more punishable than his regular back 3, or your forward 4-4 from your right foot forward, or your 3 from your right hand forward, or right foot forward back turned, or your 4 from your left foot forward back turned. It's no more punishable than those launchers. And that's it for his launchers. So let's see. We've gone over his pokes and key moves. We've gone over his grabs. We've gone over his stances, his moves into stances, his counter combos, or his counter launches and his launchers. So real quick, let's go over the moves. I would strongly suggest trying to stick into your Hwoarang gameplay, which is going to be your 4-3, your forward 3 neutral 3, your forward 1 plus 2, your down forward 1, and your down forward 1 plus 2, your down forward 4, your back 1, again, your up back 4 is definitely optional. I wouldn't say it's exactly a key move, but this is definitely a good move to start off a fight with. Your forward 4, your wall running 3, your sidestep 3-3. Those are all your key moves from your left foot forward. Your right foot forward, your main key move is going to be your backlash, which is also one of his launches that I did forget. You're going to do your down forward 4 poke, your 2-4 poke. Let's see. Your forward 3. And that's it for his left foot forward. For his left flamingo, I would suggest his down 3-4. And this is basically from any stance. I just apparently forgot to write it down in anywhere else. His down forward 3-4. His down back 4 from his left foot forward. Or not left foot forward, left flamingo. And his back 4. Let's see. And then it's from his right flamingo stance. Again, just 2-4 forward. And his 1. And that's pretty much all of his like key moves from his stances I would suggest. So real quick, so we've gone over his pokes, his key moves, his launchers, his counter launchers, his stances, and all his moves to get into his stances, whether or not they're actually in the moves list, because a lot of them aren't. So if you tuned in, you could just go back and watch my video, and you can, if you want to learn Hwoarang, make sure you check those out. So now I'm just gonna do a few combos, nothing major. We're gonna do like one counter combo, one regular combo, and then we're going to do one counter combo with a rage drive, so I can show you how to use it effectively, and I'll show you what his rage drives are in a second. We'll go over so a counter combo with a rage drive, a regular combo with a rage drive, and then we're just going to do one pretty decent combo to do his rage art. And before I forget, let's go ahead and talk about his rage moves real quick. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Back. So, get rid of that. All right, so his rage moves are pretty simple. He's actually the only character I've found so far whose rage art has to be done from his stance, which is either going to be left flamingo or right flamingo. It doesn't matter which one, as long as you're in flamingo. So you could be in right flamingo and do his rage art, or you can be in left flamingo and do his rage art. It really doesn't matter. And his two rage drives are going to be down 3+4, and it does have an extension. It's down 3+4, 4, which actually puts you in a really good situation, even if it's blocked. Because it sets you up for some pretty nifty follow-up games. So that's really good. And then his last one is going to be up forward 3, 4, 3+4. And that's going to be, that's also a screw attack. So you can actually continue a combo from there. So you can always do those. My bad. And in that case, that's like that's the only case you can use 2 screw attacks in one combo. Unless they like do a floor break or something. That's really gonna be it. So that are his rage moves. And they also do have one more showing where it shows you can use your Hunting Hawk rage drive from left flamingo. But typically you can, I don't consider that to be 2 different rage drives. I think it's just same one rage drive, but from just different stances. So let's go ahead and just get into his his counter launcher with no rage. His counter combo, and then I'll do it, and then I'll explain in detail what the moves are, and then that'll be maybe like a good starting point for a beginner's Hwoarang user, and then later on you can start using you can start coming up with your own stuff. Oh, my bad, forgot to put counter on. All right, so your first attack, your first move. Alright, so that's pretty easy. Well, I should probably make it maybe a little easier. Alright, so that should be a little easier. So all that is forward 1+2, and then down back 4, 4. So obviously you'll have this so far. And then you just dash a little bit just to kind of close in some distance. So just dash a little bit. And then you're up 4, 3, 4, 3. And after you get a little bit of practice in, that'll be where you really start to shine, because then you can go dash forward, get into your right foot forward with 3+4, and you can do forward 3, and then do your Hunting Hawk. So after all that, you'll have this. Get a little bit more damage out of it. There are other combos you can do. That's not typically the combo I use. I'm just trying to keep this a little easy for anybody who might be new with Hwoarang. So keep in mind, I know that's not super strong, but it's just something to kind of start off with. So your next combo, and this is going to be with no counter at all whatsoever. So here's your combo. And that's also not typically the way I do it. This is my combo. Or my bad. and and it does a little bit more damage. I can get into that. I'll show you guys like the easier version as well. So all that is back 3, and then you're gonna do forward 4, which puts you in right flamingo, and then back 4. So it'll be about that quick. So afterwards, it's gonna look like this. And then from here, you can go straight into Hunting Hawk. So go straight into Hunting Hawk, get 62 damage. Or if you want to try to get a little bit more damage, just dash a little bit, and then get into a right foot forward with 3+4, and then forward 3, and then Hunting Hawk. So you'll end up having all this. And then if you're one of those people that are really, really big on getting that extra 4 damage, what I just did is really, really easy. It's just back 3, forward 4, back 4, and then same thing. Forward 3+4, forward 3, and then up forward 3+4, and then down forward 3+4. You can see all the inputs I did from the bottom. And honestly, that's probably one of the stronger combos you're going to get out of it. Because I've tried other things like his back 3 and, oh my bad, like this combo. And I've tried like all different ways. It just doesn't seem like it does as much damage. And it seems like you're doing a lot more work to get that extra damage. And I just don't think it's, my bad, I just don't think it's worth it to do all that extra work and then not get more damage out of it. I mean, that one does get more damage. The only problem with it is it's a lot harder to pull off because you gotta dash a lot further. And yeah, it's easy to do in practice mode. But when you're in an actual fight, people fall at all different angles and all different distances. But if you want to learn how to do that one, it's really easy. It's just back 3 and forward 4. And you do 3, 4, back 4. So you'll have this. And then you do your dash. My bad. My bad. What the hell? You do your dash. 4, 3, and then 3+4. And you'll be surprised how often you might get this part, but then you completely miss on the Hunting Hawk. And that's kind of why I stopped doing it. But if you really want that extra damage, that's going to be the way you do it. As you can see, it's a lot harder to get because you got to put the input in really, really fast. If I'm fighting, this is typically really, really easy for me to get into. But since I'm not really since I don't have any adrenaline rush kicking in, I'm not pushing buttons really fast or anything like that. It's not really working out for me. But I found this to be a lot easier, and it's not as much work. So this is a lot better, I think. As you can see, I'm missing really, really easily. And if you do miss, like that even, it's really, really easy to miss. So be very, very careful using this combo. But if you do use it, it is an extra 3 damage for doing it. So that's pretty much it for that. So now I'm gonna do our rage drive counter hit, or yeah, counter. Let's do the counter hit first, because for the rage one, I'm not gonna need it. So for this one, we're gonna let's do sidestep. Sidestep 4, down back 3, 3. Or my bad. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. I might just do a different one. Because this one doesn't... Usually I can do this one pretty easily, actually. Alright, fuck it. Let's do down, forward, or you know what? This one. Holy shit.